My mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in the late 90s, and she had over 12 reoccurrences, and then ultimately in 2014 passed away. So that was my first real profound impact with cancer, and the devastation that finding out what that news is, and wanted to do something. And thank God my sister, who was working in the hospital, could help us navigate, understanding what the doctors were saying, what procedures that she needed to do, and all of that. When Grays started taking off, I had an opportunity to work with the Breakaway from Cancer initiative, which was, there was sort of, that was when I really first discovered wraparound care, and that's what really inspired the center. Because what we do there is we don't treat the disease, we treat the person holistically. So our programs are a lot of counseling is very important, nutrition, Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, nutrition. We also focus on prevention and also survivorship. And what's really remarkable to me is that not a lot of people know about that or understand wraparound care. And I think it should be standard with a cancer diagnosis. It should go hand in hand. We were here at an Atlantic event, and I was listening to a panel, and sometimes it takes up to 2 weeks before you get the results back. And that's when you really need to be with the patient and to be able to work with them on the psychological aspect.
Yeah, the anxiety.
The anxiety, also with the counseling and the support, nutrition, and also the caregivers as well. We take care of the caregivers, and we have a children's program that's really important, and all of those things. And it's just really starting to take off.
So as we enter into the holidays here, I know that can be a really difficult time for people who have experienced loss like you have with your mother. Mm-hmm. Is this a time of year that's a little bit more difficult for you?
You know, I think overall, I think where we are in the world right now, and certainly the pain, and because of COVID, a lot of people weren't getting their screenings, so that we start to see more and more people coming in later on, which is why it's important. And what we're talking about today is getting those screenings and understanding your family history. So more than anything, it inspires me. You know, I had a really good relationship with my mother. Yeah. I had time with her to talk to her and to be prepared. So every day was an extra day I was fortunate enough to have over the period that she went through her battle. So when she left, I was happy that she was in a peaceful place. Yeah. And I felt pretty resolved and very happy, and she's still very much inside of me and inspires me daily. But that doesn't happen to everyone. I know each one of my siblings deals with it differently, and there are certain things that trigger them, and they need the counseling as well. And that's part of the thing too, is, you know, grieving the loss, and that's the important thing of the counseling, is really kind of working through that, feeling that, letting it come up and move through. A lot of this stuff right now, the numbers are really quite striking. 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed in their lifetime, and 1 in 2 men will be as well. And if you have a knowledge of your family history, if you don't, please, you know, ask your grandparents or your parents, what's our family history in this? And then make sure that when you do your checkups, that you get your screenings. And
you can get the blood work done early on.
Right,
too,
and I did mine this week too, right? Yes, I did. So I'm all good
Yeah.
on that. And then I have another one coming up in a month with my colonoscopy. So it's important to do that. And, you know, if we catch it early enough, the chances of survival are that much greater, yes, if treated properly. So.
Well, it's been so lovely to talk to you. I really appreciate you taking so much time with us.
That's
and
my pleasure.
I'm so excited about the work that you're doing with the Dempsey Center. I think it's really incredible.
Yeah, please. And I encourage people, please check out the website. And, you know, these services are at no cost. There's a lot of resources that aren't being utilized, and we want to bring awareness to it so that they have the help and support that they need.